What's up? Honor Hammer 26 here to give you the guest Booker Challenge results after about a little bit of a week of deliberation. Myself and Double Cross King have come to a verdict. Basically, what I judged it off of, and I think he judged it off of too, is basically whether he enjoyed your video first of all, and then if this is a real storyline, how glued would be the one that we would be glued to the TV the most, along with and more inclined to buy the pay-per-views from. Which one would we be the most attached to, and which one would we actually want to watch the most? And every single one was at least okay. I'll say that much. But I'm going to do the top 5 right now, but probably from in the description. I can tell who won, but I'll get to him a little later. And I'll give him a little bit of I'll plug him. So number 5 was Mr. Wrestling Inc. When he posted this video, he did a very, very good job with it. He did Booker T's world title run in 2003 if he had beaten Triple H at WrestleMania 19. Very, very good job with it. Actually, there were just there were really no flaws in it, but he didn't go in depth as much as some other people did. So it's basically it was basically a tie between him and the 4th place competitor, but the 4th place competitor I feel did a little more in depth, a tiny bit more in depth than he did. Maybe Double Cross King can give you. He's gonna do a video where he plugs the winner also, but maybe he can do a video where, or maybe he can leave a comment, which he usually does in my videos on a little bit more in depth. Maybe after he gets something about one of the entries. So 5, Mr. Wrestling Inc. didn't do a bad job at all. He did great, but 4 better, unfortunately. Number 4 is Sanders Robin 24. Basically, he did RVD in 2003, so it was very, very similar to Mr. Wrestling Inc.'s, but he did a Raw one and a SmackDown one. The Raw one did focus on RVD. The SmackDown one really was just about the WWE title picture involving Angle and Lesnar, and basically what the WWE title picture should have been like in 2003. He did a very, very good job with that. I feel that Sanders Robin kind of, I mean his was a lot more interesting than I thought it was going to be, because when I saw the titles I'm like he's going to do, I'm pretty sure he's going to do a great job. I got a little more than I expected out of it because he did a Raw and a SmackDown one, so there's that. Basically 3 better ones. I mean, at the time that you two uploaded your videos, you two were in the lead, or were the leading two, but we unfortunately got 3 better ones after you guys submitted your videos, in our opinions. Number 3, AJ Orton 34. He did CMLL versus AAA. I know a lot of people in comments, or some of them, were giving him credit because he did a non-WWE one, and most of them were WWE, except for I think I forget the number they were. There were 12, 13. Every single one but 2 were WWE, and the other one of the 2 that were non-WWE, one was TNA. So basically, he's the only one that did a non-American mainstream promotion, which he has to be rewarded for. And so a lot of guys didn't understand what he did. He kind of turned CML versus AAA into the Technicos versus the Rudos, which was a little interesting. Kind of went away from the CML versus AAA thing, which there really is no penalty for, but it made it a little more interesting than just CML versus AAA, because you'd probably have to do a little more in depth to get in just regular CML versus AAA, and how you're going to put make one company look stronger than another, which would have been tough in my opinion. But he kind of got a little bit of a loophole around that, and I think it worked very, very well. He did something with Paraguayo, which was very, very cool to see. I wouldn't even thought about doing that. So and it would be a huge swerve, kind of like he given an example of, let's say Evolve was the number 3 promotion in the U.S. And since Dave Richards is already being pushed as their top guy, it'd be like Davey Richards going to decide in a WWE versus TNA feud of TNA or WWE. So basically he's a heel. He'd probably go to TNA because they're a little bit lesser known. So he used that, which would be huge. And basically, unfortunately, 2 guys went a little more in depth than you did, even though yours was a little more different. two guys just blew me and Double Cross King away. Actually, you did as well. Actually, all five of these guys that I'm talking about did, but just they blew us away a little bit more. Number two, I'm actually not going to lie. Number two is my original choice to be the winner, but because I picked someone that was different at winning than Double Cross King did, but Double Cross King and I watched the others' videos, and he didn't change his mind, but I could see where he was coming from in the winner. So I then agreed with him on who the winner should be. Number two is going to be Instant Classic G1. He did CM Punk's world title reign, giving him a good one. I thought he did absolutely amazing. He did like 5 parts, which was 50 minutes long, which was excellent. More like an actual kayfabe commentary, his guest booker challenge, or guest booker DVD, which was very, very cool to see. He started with the SmackDown where Jeff Hardy was done with the WWE, and gave him a very, very good reign, a very realistic reign. The ending, however, didn't fault him for it, but I felt that it was very realistic in the fact that he very, very much stuck to the fact, I think more than anybody else, including the winner, stuck to the fact that this should be a real life non-fantasy promotion, and basically was very, very, very stayed very, very true to that fact more than anybody. But because he beat Undertaker for the world, or his beginning feud was with the Undertaker through Breaking Point, Hell in a Cell, and bragging rights in the video, and then Undertaker was the one who eventually took the world title off of Punk. But he went very much in depth and was very, very good. And as I said, I originally did pick you as the winner, but I could see why Double Cross King picked this other guy, and he honestly thought that his was barely better, and which in my opinion I eventually did see why, even though I still think it's kind of a tie. But Double Cross King and I came to the decision that the winner should be Lucid LJ at number 1. Very, very, very amazing job, Lucid LJ. He did 1998 WWE pretty much the entire year, which was 6-part video, and it just blew me away. I mean, he did like anticipated star ratings where he thought the match would be that added to his challenge. He went very, very much in depth, and basically he wanted to give Brian Pillman a little bit more of a role. Was one of the things I remember. I remember that just basically WWE, one of the most important years in WWE history, 1998, was he booked it perfectly. Well, you really can't book everything perfect because that has to please everybody, which you can really never do. But in my mind, I would be glued to that. If I was watching Raw, I would be glued to that TV watching that storyline. I mean, absolutely, all of his things came full circle. Everything made sense. Just there was really no faults in the video at all. There really were no faults in the top 5 videos at all, in my opinion, or in Double Cross King's opinion. But just Lucid LJ just blew us both away, and absolutely just. I mean, honestly, I was not subscribed to you, and then I saw the video. I absolutely subbed to you, and I'm like, man, that guy was absolutely amazing. That's the one thing I got from your video, was that. And I actually got that from Instant Classic G1s as well. You were the top 2 in our opinion, and you both deserve a plug. But if you want to do Instant Classic G1s, I'm sure he'll leave a comment or something. But the plug will go to Lucid LJ. I will leave the link to his description, link to his channel in the description box, along with his 6 parts of his video. Thank you everyone for entering this challenge. I know myself and Double Cross King very, very much appreciate it. I'll see you guys later.